There are positives to the budget despite smaller allocation. Tobago to prioritize spending for fiscal 2017. And athletes tour primary schools to inspire the island's children.
Info
Update.
bringing you the latest
News, views, and reviews.
Along with responses
comments and events
affecting you.
brought to you by the Information Division of the Tobago House of Assembly.
Despite a reduction in funds, there are positives in the fiscal 2017 budget. Kern de Freitas has the details.
The Tobago House of Assembly received its budgetary allocation for fiscal 2017, which totaled $2.345 billion. $289 million were allocated for development funding and $20 million for the Unemployment Relief Program, or URP. Secretary of Finance and Enterprise Development Joel Jack says even though the allocation is smaller than last year's, he's pleased with other aspects of the budget.
Beyond the allocation, I was heartened when the minister signaled in his statement his intentions for the Tobago House of Assembly, one, to utilize the public-private partnership modality as we will continue our housing stock expansion.
Mr. Jack says the Assembly will continue to meet and discuss the implications of reduced funding, which will require prudent management.
Given the allocation, it cannot be business as usual. We'll have to be more productive, we'll have to do more with less, and we'll have to reprioritize and see how best we can manage in light of the current economic realities.
The Secretary says Tobago has managed well in past years and will continue to do so despite the challenging economic climate. I'm Kern de Freitas for Info Update.
Some projects will be affected by Tobago's reduced allocation. Omadara Mills has more.
The Chief Secretary, Orville London, says Tobago's fiscal 2017 budgetary allocation has fallen short of last year's funding by 20%. This is for both recurrent and development expenditure, meaning a review of spending priorities is required.
There's no way that shortfall can be made up. So there are going to be some implications. And what we would have done or started to do, and the Secretary would have indicated that the discussion started today, where we have to determine our priorities.
Mr. London says the Assembly is reviewing its planned projects and programs to see which can be funded.
It also is about our mindset, both the mindset of the Assembly and the mindset of the people of Tobago. Because what we are faced with is a situation where we have to commit to more delivery with fewer resources and, of course, limited pain.
The Chief Secretary says final decisions on the Assembly's priorities will be made on Wednesday when the Executive Council next meets. I'm Omadara Mills for Info Update.
Success does not come easy. Listen to your parents and stay in school. Those were some of the words of advice and encouragement Olympian Simoy Hackett left with primary school students during her athlete school engagement tour visits to Patience Hill Government Primary and Signal Hill Primary School on Friday. Tobago-born Hackett says her aim is to help students stay in school and to encourage them to work hard to achieve their dreams instead of getting involved in negative activities. The Pro Athlete School Tour, which also features Paralympian gold medalist Akeem Stewart, will continue until October 14th and will include the following primary schools: Bonaccord Government, Boku Primary, Mariah Primary, Mason Hall Primary, Castara Government, Palo Tuvere Anglican, Happy Haven, St. Andrews Anglican, Table Peace Government, Dallaford Roman Catholic, Dallaford Anglican, Goodwood Methodist Primary, Pembroke Anglican, Bethesda Primary, and Blackrock Government. The tour is also expected to include several of the island's secondary schools. That's it from all of us at the Department of Information. I'm Josanne Brassey, and you've been listening to Info Updates.
The Chief Secretary's Secondary School Art Competition is back again. It's time to make your mark and take home the top prize. Paint, draw, create, and submit your entry via your school to the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary. Deadline for submission is Wednesday, October 26th at 4 p.m.